Have you ever just wanted to break away from the mundane of everyday tasks and just do something creative that you haven't done before? Well, that's exactly what I'm doing here. I have broke away from all my usual task of painting, where I'll take a photograph and put it on and mimic it on a canvas. Where this, what you're seeing here is just figments of my imagination. What you're seeing is what's in my head, what's in my mind. And I'm not looking at an image to mimic. I'm just putting on canvas some paint and just having some fun, just free from all the mundane. It's got to be this way or it's got to be that way, and creating as I go, exercising this creative part of me, this creative endeavor where what you see on here is just reflections of me and no one else. And on these things like this, I only come here, and when I put these on here like this, what I'm doing is inviting others to come and see what's inside of old Gary Mac here. And like right here, I'll go along and I'll say, well, it'd look pretty good if I put some trees right here and a tree here. Well, let's just put a whole forest of them in here, and then and let's go to the other side. Let's get some trees over on the other side of this. I think I don't know if I'm gonna put a river down through there or a lake. I don't know. We'll see as we go. I don't know yet. Like I say, this is just I don't have an agenda. I'm just improvising as I go, and it's so much fun to do this. I do this once in a while, and it just sets me free from all the mundanes of have to. You have to do this, you have to do that. This ain't right. I got to change it and do this. Where an image like this, I can just, it don't matter what I put on there. It's just so much fun to be free like that. Just do it. And if someone's watching and you've never painted before, you don't know what you're missing. I've had students before who has never painted, and they start, and it doesn't matter what their image looks like. It doesn't matter about any of that, as long as they had fun doing it. That's what this is all about, is having fun. And I have so much fun creating these images where I only come, no one else comes. And as I said, all I'm doing is inviting, when people view one of my paintings, I'm just inviting them into what's in my mind. You can see my mind in a visual, and that's exactly what this is I'm putting in a visual what's in my mind. And I think if everyone would look at it that way, whether it's appealing to another, that doesn't matter. If somebody paints a picture and I think it's just most terrible, that doesn't matter. What matters is, did the person have fun doing it? That's what matters. And someone may look at this picture and say, well, that's just amateurish, and that's okay. A professional might look at this and go, well, that, he could have done this and he could have done that, and I agree. because I have critiqued other people's paintings before. In fact, quite a bit, and gave them some advice on a few things. And I understand that. And someone who has a different technique from me and is better at it than I am, yes, sir, I'll listen to every word they say, and I take their advice, and I'll try it and apply it. And I've had some students that follow me along here on Gary Mack Studio, and they will take their paint and they will set them up, and they will follow me along. And if I get way too far ahead of them, then they will pause it and kind of mimic or try the technique that they see me do here, and they'll stop it, catch up, and then they'll proceed, and then they'll send me an image of their interpretation of the image that I put on there. And some of them are quite good, but I've never seen a bad one. I've never seen a bad painting in my life. When you look at a painting, what you're doing, you're looking into the mind of the creator of it, and that just it astounds me that I can look at somebody's art and I'm looking at a visual, what is inside their being, and that is so much fun. That is such a revelation. So, hey, you guys watch and please subscribe to Gary Mack Studio and hit the likes button, and I do this at least once a week and sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. So, hey, you guys follow along and send me an email and let me know where you're from. I get people sending me stuff from all over the world. And what is interesting is I get a lot of replies from people from Holland, over in that area. Those people are artistic, I suppose, because of the amount of emails I get that are from Holland and their responses. So, hey, send me something. Tell me who you are, where you're from, and I reply back to everyone who sends me something. Some will ask questions, and I'll try and answer the best of my knowledge, and I promise I'll reply back to every single one of them. So y'all just watch, and this little thing isn't but about 18, 20 minutes long. And it rarely takes me on a little image like this where I just start painting with no agenda. I usually do one of these in about 30, 45 minutes, and if it's a little bigger and a little more detailed and I take more time, I'll do one in an hour, hour and a half, and then if they get really, really detailed, I may spend 6 hours on one of them. But one like this, I just want to create a quick little image to pacify my own brain and just to get away. This is, like I said, this is for me, and this is where I only come. This is no one else comes here but me, and the only way you can come here is to view where I've been, right here. And you're looking right directly into my being when you watch this video. And I forgot to mention these are acrylic paint, and I paint with oils. But I prefer acrylics most of the time because I can work them real fast. And oils takes a little more time, especially in the drying department, where acrylics they'll dry in a few minutes, and if I make a mistake, I can wait a few minutes and just paint over it and keep right on going. And you can do the same with oils, but it takes practice not to get mixed to try and paint over the top of some of the paints and not get them muddy and all mixed up with what's underneath the underpainting. So on something like this, acrylics work really well, and I just love working with acrylics. And right here, I decided to put a lake in, and I'm going to put some of these reflections of the background down in here. And you can just watch and see how I do this. And then I'm going to bring that land. I think I decided to, over there on the right where I started putting in those rocks, I thought about, after I looked at this a little while, it would look better if I went ahead and darkened up this foreground across here. And you hang in there and watch, and you'll see exactly why I did that. When you look at the image right now, see, it doesn't look focused. So watch how I put this foreground in the darker colors here at the bottom of this painting, and watch how much it changes the complexity of this image and gives it depth. So just watch and hang in there and see what happens at the end of this, because it really does change the whole outlook of this image. Because look at it right there, and if I left it at that, it looks like it's just running off the page. So just watch what I do here, and it will change the whole depth of this paint, this image. So at the end of this, I'll show a photograph of the finished image. And if you'll notice that the finished image, in every painting, every landscape I do, there'll be two birds in there. Every one of them. And one of them is my wife, and one of them is me, and she goes everywhere I go. And so see if you can find them when this is over with, and watch how I do this water and get a glaze over it where it has a sheen on it, and the banks of the lake and these rocks. So I was going to leave it where it's at right here in this stage, but I got to looking at it and said that it just don't look right. It just something's not right about it. So watch what I do to straighten this out and make it more appealing aesthetically. So hey guys, hey, y'all subscribe to Gary Mack Studio and send me an email. I promise you I'll get back with you, and let me know where you're from in this world. Like I say, I get emails from people all over the world, and that's just so gratifying that someone would be interested enough to reply. So love y'all, and just watch how this thing ends. So you can see right here where and watch how these dark colors change the depth of this painting, and it just brings this just pushes everything back into an atmosphere. And watch how I apply the paints. I'll double load the brush. I'll have a light color on one side and a dark color on the other side. And when I apply them on there, see how see how it will apply the darks and the lights. And then when you get these in, then you come back and refine those and get the rocks more pronounced. And then I decided to bring that water that would kind of a river, or anyway, where that water would kind of come around these rocks, and just watch how I did that, because it really changed the looks of these rocks. So just watch. So see right here where I started adding this water around these rocks, stepping stones. So it gave the rocks a whole different perspective. It didn't look how it changed the complexity of the foreground. And just brought it to life. So as I said, at the end of this, just watch, and I'll show a photograph of the finished image. So I'm going to be quiet until the end, and as I said, guys, you just please subscribe, please hit the like button, and watch these things all the way through, because I'm almost monetized, but I need just a few more hours to get monetized. I've got enough followers, subscribers, and all I need is about 300 more watch time hours, and I'll be eligible for monetization. And so y'all watch to the end, and even if you don't watch it, turn it on, let it run, and go do something else. All right, love y'all, and the final photograph is coming up here in just a second. So, and you can go to Gary Mac Studio, GaryMacStudio. I'll put it up here on the screen, and you can order prints on there. And I've started selling prints. I hadn't been doing this YouTube thing very long, but it's catching on. So here's the finished little image, and see the two birds. Love y'all. Bye bye.